Since I was young, I've always had a problem with always trying to please people, and it's led to me having a problem with like self-loathing, and it also led me to being aggravated with people that I seemed like I could never please. And I was hit sometimes for basically being emotional about certain things, and it's led to me crying really easily. And people used to pick on me in that in school, and I could never please them. They'd always view me as weak, and it would be really upsetting. And I just became engrossed in my anger, and it became a real problem. And I started to realize that later on that showing that anger actually got me respect, and it was a area of strength for me, and I relied on it for so long. And years later, into high school, it was basically ingrained in me at that time, and I thought that was basically how I would be viewed as an equal, was to express anger and to get really upset. And then there came a moment when a man in my life who I respected but also feared decided to come to me and ask for forgiveness. And it was upsetting because I had been upset with him and unable to, express it. And then he comes to me and asks me for forgiveness, and I had a choice. And I forgave him. And for the first time, I actually felt something that wasn't anger, but forgiveness. Like it started something in me that I wanted to pursue, and I was nowhere near where I am now. And I went to the college then after that, and I wanted to do things different, but I was also partially stuck in my old ways because it had been such a strength for me for so long. My sophomore year, I had missed my time to pay for the next quarter. My parents called me and they were frustrated, and it made me feel like I had disappointed them, and it made me extremely angry, and it triggered everything that had led up to that point, and all my past frustrations just boiled up and I exploded. And I went into a rage and was throwing things and yelling and cursing, and a person decided to stay with me. Decided that even in that moment that I was at my lowest, to speak truth into me, and made me realize that it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth keeping all that inside. It wasn't worth constantly thinking of how wrong I was, but that I was so much more than just anger. And I went back inside, still frustrated, and I told everyone, I'm going to give this to God. I'm tired of it. I'm more than just anger. I've been afraid. I've been upset, sad, lonely, and I've also been happy and joyous since coming here. And these are the things I want to focus on and eventually give to God and all